Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is April 5th. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. An all-new episode of AEW Dynamite tonight on TBS. And after Dynamite and all new, the second episode of AEW All Access, also on TBS. And on this episode of GMWF, gonna run down tonight's lineup for Dynamite, which will be held in Long Island, New York, at the UBS Arena, and it is MJF Day in the hometown of AEW World Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Also, big match tonight. It is titles versus AEW careers. FTR challenging the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Guns. Of course, if FTR defeat the Guns tonight, they will become the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. But if the Guns defeat FTR, their AEW careers are over. And if you have been online lately, if you have listened to the FTR podcast with Dax Harwood, that you know about the whole contract situation, about nothing is or officially known just yet, or at least not known by us anyway, about their future in the wrestling business. We should know by what happens tonight whether they capture the AEW tag team titles or if it is a losing effort in this match against the Guns tonight on Dynamite. But we should know what is in store for them next after tonight. And there's the usual dog that I passed while I walked by, probably giving his thoughts on the FTR and Guns match tonight on Dynamite. Jamie Hayter will defend her AEW Women's Championship against Riho. They showed some respect last week after Jamie Hayter came to the ring to make the save when her and others were being, Riho and others I should say, were being attacked by the Outcasts. For this one, I don't see a title change. I wouldn't be surprised if it's somehow a no contest. I know AEW doesn't do that too often, but I can see the Outcasts getting involved and attacking both ladies in this one just to mess up the match. Also, we have the AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy and Best Friends challenging the House of Black for the AEW Trios Championships. Hook, the FTW champion, will be taking on All Ego Ethan Page one-on-one. The American Dragon Bryan Danielson will comment on his actions last week when he returned to AEW and sided with the Blackpool Combat Club attacking Hangman Adam Page. Should be some interesting comments there. Juice Robinson taking on Absolute Ricky Starks. That should be a good match to see tonight. And we're supposed to get a decision from the Acclaimed if whether or not they are going to join the Jericho Appreciation Society as of late 2.0. Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, and Cool Hand Angelo Parker have been trying to recruit them lately into the JAS. I don't see it happening. They're one of the most popular and most over tag teams, not just in AEW, but all of pro wrestling right now. And I don't see them being a part of the JAS. Also, tonight on AEW Dynamite, there is supposed to be an important announcement from Tony Khan. I saw a little bit online so far that it could be about a new TV show, wrestling show. We just started All Access last week, but there's been talk about a new wrestling show with in-ring action coming to TBS. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what this announcement is going to be, because who knows. I just hope that it is something good. I'm a big fan of Tony Khan, but there has been a couple of times where he kind of teased a big, major, important announcement like this, and then it was for something, I wouldn't say it was something that's not important, but something that quite didn't live up to the hype, that wasn't quite as big or major as he hyped it up to be. Now, I mean, as much as I love AEW, but I don't know if they really need another show right now. Dynamite, of course, doing very well, but Rampage struggling in the ratings and a bit. The numbers for Rampage on the regular Friday night time slot, not too great right now. And last Friday, though, not really fair to say, but that was an all-time low. And the reason I say that, of course, the Friday night before WrestleMania, with all that was on, and you got the Hall of Fame. The Ring of Honor show was still going on at the time, and I knew it was going to be a bad night for Rampage anyway going into it, because I didn't watch it live. I was already watching Ring of Honor and SmackDown at the same time, and then when 10 o'clock came around, I kept watching Supercard of Honor, and then was watching the Hall of Fame, the beginning of it, with the sound off, listening to Ring of Honor. But I was watching some of the interviews and stuff while they were getting the arena set up from after SmackDown to get into the Hall of Fame. But very busy night, of course, so definitely was going to be a low number for Rampage. But, and I mean, I'm not one of those people that you hear about, though, that always say, oh, there's too much wrestling on TV. There's too much wrestling. But, well, to me, there's no such thing as too much wrestling. But it's just the time right now with like Rampage struggling to get a good rating. I don't know if this would really help very much. And off of TV, I got Dark and Dark Elevation on YouTube, of course, and you got Ring of Honor on Honor Club. And also, really haven't heard anything if there is a new show, whether it's going to be on TBS or TNT or possibly another channel in the Warner Brothers Discovery family. But who knows, it could be something completely different from a TV show. We'll just have to wait and see what Tony Khan's announcement is tonight on AEW Dynamite. Then right after, the second episode of AEW All Access. And last week's episode, the debut, I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it anyway. Let me know what you thought of AEW All Access in the comment section, either on Spreaker or wherever you are listening. Also, Twitter at 360 Wrestling Pod and 360 Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. If you want, let me know there. Thank you for tuning in this morning to the Wednesday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Hopefully, 360 Wrestling Fanatic, new episodes coming at you soon. And tomorrow morning, the Thursday episode of GMWF. Hope everyone has a great Wednesday today. Hope everyone has a nice, calm, safe day. And enjoy AEW Dynamite tonight. Until tomorrow, keep watching pro wrestling.